Hello, guys, and welcome back to our podcast for Sisters Who Make Waves, Season 3, Episode 11. We will be reviewing all the performances, what we think, the women who got eliminated, our thoughts, and we're finally going to be in the finale. Is it a two-parter finale, or is it just one?
I'm kind of confused about that. I thought it was going to be a one part. So what I've seen online is people are saying that they're going to live stream. No, they're going to film the finale, and then right after it ends, they're going to start the live stream of the finale.
Okay, so it's a two-parter, I guess.
I mean, it seems like it's just one part, but they're not like live streaming it live. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it sounds pre-recorded.
Yeah, it's pre-recorded, but they're gonna be playing it like a live stream, so you can't like skip ahead or anything.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. That's just what I heard, though. That's what I heard, but I also seen spoilers about some people in the lineup. So I'm just like, how did you guys get that information if they're not recording until Friday? But okay.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, let's start off with your thoughts. Well, first off, overall, how do you feel?
My overall thoughts. I'm feeling a combination of emotions. Like it's feeling kind of bittersweet, even though it's not over yet. But I'm
Hmm.
still feeling like I'm glad this is almost done. But I'm still like, wow, this is like a long journey.
3 months.
Yeah.
I feel like Girls Planet was the same, but it felt different.
I
I
mean,
feel like
there
your
was more
episodes were shorter.
participation.
Yeah,
In Girls Planet, we
yeah.
could actually vote. We're just kind of like passively watching this show. And I've heard that this show was apparently rigged, and I'm just like, I can kind of see that.
Oh
I didn't know that it's rigged, but it's giving like very staged, you know?
yeah. Yeah. So for
I'm
me,
just
how
glad
I
that the
feel.
Olympic athlete isn't here. But anyways, your thoughts.
I'm just glad it's coming to an end.
Yeah.
This has been a very, I mean, not that I haven't enjoyed it, but it's been a wild journey.
Yeah.
And I got what I wanted. Rose is in the finale. She doesn't seem
Yeah.
happy about it, but she's
Well,
there.
she seems happy to me, at least because she was crying after her last performance. She seemed like she genuinely was like, at first she was like, oh, I'm still here. But now I'm just like, oh, she looks like she's happy that
Did,
she's still here
did
now.
you see when she opened the envelope? She did 15.
Wait, that was this episode?
Yes.
What? Did I watch the right episode?
It was 11 when they all performed. Jessica did Seniorita. They all did their thing. And then in the end, they showed each girl opening their envelopes. And they showed the women who are going to move on to the finale and who aren't. And then they showed their ranking. And then,
Mhm.
like all the Sitar's team, because um, that's who Rose was on, they were safe. So none of them got eliminated.
Okay, so who
Then
got eliminated then? I must have like accidentally missed that part or
you
something.
see, you know their names. I don't. It's like the girl who has a heart-shaped face who's on Jessica's team.
On
She had the
Jessica's
little curly, wavy brown hair. She got eliminated. One of the chicks got eliminated. It was a whole moment. They painted the house, the inside of their dorms. They painted it.
Oh, see, I don't watch the dorm stuff. That's why I
You
was
missed
like, oh, I guess I missed
everything.
all the drama.
You missed
I
it
watched some of the
altogether.
dorm stuff and then I was like, what are they doing? They're painting. All right, I'm out of here.
Well, I skipped the part where they're bringing the heroes, this woman
I
and this
watched that
woman.
part. I loved
So
that
you watched
part.
the wrong part.
Yeah, I really did.
Because I was like,
Oh,
this is dry, and then you got these two ladies giving flowers by, and then they're over here painting the house with glow in the dark paint, and then they're like, Jessica's like talking to the girl to eliminate. She's like, I will find you. I will go to Beijing, but I have no money, so you're gonna have to treat me to lunch. And I was like, all right, Jessica, calm down. You
not her
got
saying
money.
she has no money because of her
When we
little
Blanc
company
and Claire,
nonsense. Nah, I have to
Banks
go back and
interrupt.
pull this up now and see who got eliminated. You said someone with curly hair?
It looks like how they styled it, but I didn't see her moving on to the finale anyway. That woman, she kind of always felt like a filler girl. Sad to say.
I mean, yes. Is it the really long one, the one that I like?
I don't think the girl that you liked is gone.
Okay, because they're like Cece, the one with the real long hair with the wavy
No, no, no,
hair.
no, no, no. And I liked hearing the guitar player. She was like, Jessica, I have a gift for you. It's a pink guitar, pink like your hat.
I really like her voice.
Yeah, she's like, everything you hold is beautiful. Everything in your hand is beautiful. Yeah.
I'm glad
I
that
was like, you've
Jessica
been
chose to be on the team, but
I was like, you've been holding on to this skill for how long? I would have loved the Nene Feifei experience of Nene not knowing what's going on and then Feifei translating. I would have loved that. And Jessica, and she's like, translator, what's this? And they're like, you're going to the finale, Jessica. We don't need to translate yours. This girl's, yeah. But the ending was cute. I don't know why I watched that.
okay, I see the chick now. So is this one? She usually has short hair. That's why I was confused. I was like, who are you
Oh,
talking about with
they
long
weaved her
curly
up,
hair?
or
Yeah,
they added
they gave her some
something.
good extensions. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Okay, so
yeah.
that one, she was one of your favorites. She's the one who in Jessica's performance when they were walking on the treadmill, she was and she's always overacting, like with her face.
Was that
Like,
her?
yes. I loved her as
Oh,
she was a great filler member. She
I
was
didn't see
not
her
one of my favorites.
moving on to the finale, but I did like that was her best performance. And the song was like and I was like,
Nice.
mm,
All
mm.
right, now I know. I really saw them in the dorms and I was like, oh, nothing's happening here, so I'm not gonna
No,
watch
you
it.
missed when they were opening up the envelopes. You missed like an important part. You're like, let me watch these ladies get flowers.
They usually do it in the rooms, like like still dressed up in the rooms. So I was like,
No, they're
oh, I
like
guess they're not going to
because they
show up this
all
episode.
moved out the dorms.
Okay, yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm
that
like,
makes sense that they'll do it.
they allowed y'all to paint on the walls, paint on the windows.
To be honest, I'm surprised that they were like actually living in those dorms.
And it
I
was like a stage, like a sound stage.
Yeah, I thought it was just a stage. Like one day out of the week, they just show up and they're like, or like maybe one night overnight, they're like, okay, time for the dorm filming. I mean, that's probably what they do actually.
Yeah.
But do you want to talk about the performances? I mean, you know what? She was a good filler. I don't want her in the final group, but she was a good filler person.
If she wasn't there, we wouldn't have gotten the.
Ah.
And that stage was, I don't remember what they were singing. I just remember her as treadmill, Jessica belting notes.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the stages.
Yes. So I guess I'll separate it by the three parts because it was like part one and then like part two and then the solo stages. So
Yeah.
the first stage in part one, team one was Sitar's team. They performed Rise to Space. That was their full team. And that's the performance where I think that they had Rose in the
Yeah, I wasn't feeling that.
ceiling and they were
I
dancing at
wasn't,
the bottom.
yeah, I didn't feel that at all.
So here's the thing. When Rose was there and she was kind of like the leader, it was cute at first. And then they got like 75% of the way through the song. And I was like, she has no lines, she has no screen time. I was like, what is going on? I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked the idea that they had because obviously she's not going to be able to dance, but I felt like maybe they could have used her vocals more, not just at the end.
They should have did a beautiful woman like they did with incorporated her that way, but that was a miss.
Yeah. I mean, I liked everything about the stage. I just wish they could have used her more.
And yeah, they needed to use her vocals more. I don't know. I wasn't feeling
Mm-hmm.
this one. I don't know. This
Vocals are
wasn't.
really missing in that song. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like when Kelly and Rose were on the same team, Kelly had that understanding that Rose has a great voice. Because notice that every time Kelly and Rose are on the same team, Rose has like really great lines for her voice. But now they're split, and now I'm just like, where's Rose's voice? Like, I really missed that. I don't know. So maybe that their teamwork, like she knew where to put Rose or something.
Yeah, I'm now noticing that because Kelly did the Wild Rose. She
Mm-hmm.
did Beautiful Woman.
Yep, exactly. Something about those two together. I think because Kelly is like an
And then she
actual
do the one with it
artist.
was like the Fleetwood Mac type song where that girl was spinning around
Something like that.
when they were hitting the instrument and the girl was like spinning.
Yeah,
Kelly and Rose was on that team together too.
exactly. Yeah.
Um,
And I think that, yeah. I mean, any other thoughts on this performance?
meh.
Yeah, I don't think that you like this team because this is the same team. I mean, they added, I think, Rose and like Kelsey, but it's pretty much the same team that was like dancing off beat, wearing
Yeah,
all the red on the other. So you're just like, nah, this isn't
no,
it.
I'm
I really like
good.
the stage, but I'm with you on this one. Like it could have been better. This wasn't it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next
Mm-hmm.
performance, which
Oh,
was or if you're ready to move on.
no. I'm ready. I was thinking about the next performance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so the next performance in this set was Jessica's team. So this was the three-way team with just Kelly, Cece, and Jung Xinyi. And that was the band performance with the
That's all
three of
right.
them. Yeah,
All these
honestly,
slow ballad songs, I'm just like
this
over
one
it.
wasn't really a ballad, but for a band song, it was kind of boring. You know what I
It
mean?
was.
And I
This
usually
song
really
was
like the band
dry.
songs.
The one where they was this when they were in the white and black dresses?
No, no,
That
this
was another
was,
team.
yeah, that's like one of the last teams that went.
That also didn't like that. This
Yeah, I mean, this performance is kind of like, it's funny because every time a band performs on stage, they always mention like Wild Rose. Like I feel like they always bring up one of Rose's performances in every episode. And in this episode, it's Wild Rose. And I'm just like, you guys will never be Wild Rose. I'm sorry. I love Kelly, but I think it's just the song wasn't good. But
you
Kelly was
know,
great on stage. I felt like she was having her moment where she just let loose, but it's
you
just
know
the
what's
song wasn't
funny?
good.
They always reference it, but it didn't win.
I know. Oh my
That
gosh.
whole performance was wrong. I said it from the jump that was one of the best performances that this show has had.
Yeah, everyone knows that they were robbed, but whatever. Yeah,
Mm.
it was just a bad stage and they didn't even win, so that's how you know it wasn't good. So on to the next team if
Yeah.
you have no other comments.
No, I think we're on the same page with these, which is good. It makes it easy.
Yeah, we're just like we know what we like, so let's keep it pushing. So the third team that went in this set was Cyndi's team, and they also won the first set. So it was her full team. They performed "You Macho Man," and they had the bats and the fire,
Oh, the
and
cyberpunk one.
I guess you could say it
That's
was
what he called it.
cyberpunk.
He was like, "Oh, the cyberpunk." Da 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 da. The
it,
way
it
they're
wasn't
dancing.
giving cyberpunk. It was just giving just punk, like just frat
That's what he
girl.
called it. And I was like, okay, cyberpunk. This I like this one. This one was good. This one was good. This was one of the three I liked.
I like the stage and the dance. I didn't like the song. I don't think I like any of the songs. This, or pretty much, I don't like any of them.
I think out of the bunch, this one was one of them. That was good.
Mm.
I don't have anything else really more to say. Cyndi was doing her thing.
Oh, I have more to say. My
Oh, please cut him
girl,
up.
Gillian, she cannot dance. She's always, and I say this every episode, every performance episode, she's always like a full beat, not half a beat. She's always a full beat off. And I love it now.
Oh, like Shy Bang.
Yes, yes, but it's so cute now. She's trying her best. I don't know, like she apparently has 20 years in the industry, but like, well, her
Doing
second
what?
stage was good, but this first stage, I'm just like, I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, I love her. She's my, I guess the Sohei or the Hate one of the season. Tong Shi dropped her bat and she dropped down and picked it up and did some dance, and I'm just like, okay, she
Good
deserves
save.
props for that. That was actually
Yeah.
a really good save because I thought it was just part of the choreo. The only reason why I would think it wasn't part of the choreo is because when she did that move, she was like off center. So it did look like she kind of messed up the positioning. But besides that, like once they said, oh, she made a mistake, I was just like, oh, wow, that was pretty good. Like if you didn't say anything, I wouldn't have noticed it was a mistake. She kind of completed that team, I think.
It was well rounded.
Yeah. No other comments. You said it was one of your favorites, but you have nothing to say.
I mean, it was like out of the bunch. It wasn't my favorite. It was like
Oh,
the one of the better ones.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that group has a lot of beautiful women, so it's just
Oh
nice
yeah,
to
this
watch their
whole show is full
stages.
of ladies that are really beautiful.
Yeah. I think out of
Um,
that set of three of them, that team did deserve to win.
yeah,
Yeah. On to the
Jessica's a
next.
little salty, but she get over it.
She was.
Yeah,
She
like
was
so
so
the in
confident her team would win. I'm just like, with that boring band song, I don't think so.
her team members is like always number one in my heart.
Uh, they want to talk about the next set performances. So the first team that performed is Jessica's team. Her full team performed Seniorita. Any thoughts on that?
I loved it. Like, I love the dance.
You don't look like you loved it.
No, I mean, I just, no, it's been a long day. But no, I loved it. The full dance. I mean, it was great. I mean, like, I was looking forward to this stage because I knew that they would give this song. I feel like this was the only song, hers and Cyndi's, that I felt were going to be like very explosive. So I was looking forward to it. And I think Jessica led the team really well when it comes to dance for this show. Gotta clarify.
Yeah.
For this show, she knows what she's doing. She knows how to get the girls where they need to be. I think her Girls' Generation days are like showing tenfold in this format. Unless they pull some shenanigans, which I doubt they will, she's definitely a confirmed member for this final lineup. Definitely.
Sure. I mean, in the rankings, she's always been like her and
1, 2,
Cyndi, and maybe Sitar towards the end have always been in the top 5, but for sure, her and Cyndi are always like top 2, top 3.
Well, Cyndi got a child support, so you know she's trying to work hard to get that check.
Yeah.
I was rewatching it today, and I was like, that's someone's mama up there.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the Seniorita stage. I think I said that in the previous episode.
I love the lighting too, like the red lighting.
Oh yeah, everything's red, and the roses is always great. Always great. I love the dance break, how they paired up, and then they all had their little unique moments. The thing that I like the most about it is that they all gave a different vibe. Like if I remember right, the first pair who went, they had the really flexible one do the splits, and then the second one did like a duo, like reflective dance. And then the third one was Jessica and Kelly, and they had a little cool versus pretty vibe going on. I was like, oh, this is cute. Rather than just you tango, and then you tango. They actually have like different things going on.
I love how they had the 2 English speakers starting their song off.
Yeah. I figured they would do that. So
that's very smart. I liked it a lot. And it was entertaining. I was when they were dancing, I was like, yep, all right, girls. Yeah.
The funniest thing is I think this is one of the better stages for this episode. But when I think about the stages overall in this show, I wouldn't say it's one of the best.
I think the best stage for the cowgirls.
Yeah, I think that overall, like this episode kind of had the weakest stages.
Yeah.
Overall.
Jessica's best stage for her with the cowgirl.
Yeah, with their little whips.
Like giddy up. Yeah, that one was her best because she looked good. Her teammates looked good. It looked put together. It looked curated. Like they were meant to be together. Like someone put them together, not like a competition.
Yep. On to team 2. The second team who performed in this set is Cyndi's team. So that was the trio who performed like a ballad with the sand falling at the end, and the white and the black outfits.
Yeah, it's giving me Sandman. It's giving me Go to Sleep. It's giving me.
I was really going to sleep.
I was like, do I have to watch this? And then I clicked a little bit further. I'm like, they're still singing.
And the thing that I really didn't like is that they added dancing to this, and it was still boring to me.
And then they just sat down and they're like, come on, guys, wave your hands. I was like, maybe if I don't know. I feel like if I knew what was going on with the song and the meaning, but even still, like ballads still can have energy. This one didn't have energy. I don't know. They look gorgeous though.
Oh, they did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as usual, I have to talk about Gillian. She wasn't dancing, so that's okay. But I liked her makeup, and I liked the slicked back hair. She looked more comfortable on this stage compared to their dancing stages. Because I feel like in their dancing stages, she always looks really scared. Maybe she's not confident in her dancing. But when she was just standing there and singing, she looked a lot more confident, even though the song and stage was boring. The sand at the end was pretty, and that's really all I have to say. I didn't even like their outfits. They were terrible.
I know the producer who was a part of this was the same one with the moving pulleys and all those stages in the beginning with those slow moving elevator. He did this stage. I know he did.
Yeah.
I know he did. I know it reads his work, whoever this person is. I know the person that was like parkour, he's no longer involved right now. He's doing other things.
Yeah, they said no parkour, but you know what? I'm glad there was no parkour this round because I feel like a lot of the stages were boring. And if they brought the parkour in, we might have been like, finally, some action. And then it would still be boring.
Every time I did parkour, I never enjoyed it. I remember I was excited the first week and I was like, what is this? This is not the demo.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so the third team that performed is Sitar's team. So that was Sitar, Rose, and Amber. So that's a stage where, honestly, I don't really remember that stage. I just remember there's a lot of brown and it was a ballad. And then they sat down and they were looking at each other. And then Rose was just.
All I remember when the face stage started, I was like, oh, nice legs, Rose. And then she sat down and said, ooh, it was giving me those 3 country singing ladies, the Dixie Chicks. It was giving me the Dixie Chicks.
No.
It was giving me Dixie Chicks. That's what it was giving me. I was giving Hold On. I was giving me that song. And not the same, it was the vibe. And I'm like, this is okay.
Yeah.
I think I got excited because I saw Rose there, and that was enough to keep me slightly interested. I was like, not my type of song, but I'm happy. And she's like,
Rose crying after their performance was more entertaining than the performance.
In the song.
Yes. I'm sorry, I have to say that. Like everything that happened after the performance with their little like trying to get the votes or whatever was way more entertaining than the actual performance. Sheesh. I'm sorry. I think this is the other song. I don't want to say that it was a bad performance for Rose. I feel like they didn't showcase her enough. So I feel like this song was Rose's weakest performance, even though her vocals are good and even Sitar's vocals were good.
I mean, it's not her thing.
Yeah.
If you know her thing, who do you think you are?
Uh-huh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
But I'm on beats. She's not, but you know.
And then if they are doing something for her that's not her thing, they have to really put her in the right place. And that's
and I remember
Kelly
for a while,
knows how to do that.
Exactly. With Wild Rose, she's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then Kelly like altered certain things or like adjusted it and she's like, oh, that makes sense. Or like with that song that was very 70s, like very Free Love, and they started the song off as that's she knows what she's doing with her. But I think unless Rose is doing her own thing, if it's out of her comfort zone or like, you know, she's like, what am I doing? You know, she needs a good team that kind of can place her, because you just can't give her any role.
Yep.
Was Kelly also part of Beautiful Woman as well?
Yeah, she was in Beautiful Woman.
Well, then you see how that worked out.
Yeah. I don't remember what team won in that little set. I think it might have been Sitar's team.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
Correct this.
I feel like the other two, I feel like Jessica was robbed, not Cyndi's team, because that team was just kind of.
So do you think the ranking should have been Cyndi, Jessica, Sitar?
No, I think it should have been, at least just for this set, it should have been Jessica. Do you mean overall or just this set?
Both.
For just this set, I think Jessica should have been one. And then Cyndi's team, and then Sitar's team.
Okay.
But honestly, Cyndi and Sitar's performances, those two teams, I mean, were both equally boring. I was just more amused by Gillian's existence. And then when it comes to overall,
yeah,
I don't know, it's just kind of hard because honestly, I didn't like a lot of the performances, so I think that the ranking was fine, just because if we get to like the solo stages, I think Sitar gave the best solo stage, and then Cyndi, and then Jessica. But in my opinion, the solo stages were the most entertaining stages out of all.
But I mean, Sitar has a better song.
And better vocals, I think, compared to the two.
Well, you know, she's over here, you know, she has those mountain vocals up. Ooh, yeah, I call them mountain vocals. I think of yodeling, and then I just think of mountain.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the thing about Cyndi is that I liked her stage, but I feel like I just couldn't enjoy it as much as everyone else because that's the Chinese music that they feel nostalgia towards. To me, I'm just
And
like,
she put
okay, so
pictures of herself and she
she's
put
singing
her
like
pictures of
three
herself when she
songs
was
or
12
something.
or something.
She was playing the music video of those three songs because it was like a medley of three of her songs. So it was like pieces of the music video playing. And I was like,
I remember
okay,
that.
you'll get the wins from nostalgia, but if we're just going based off of the stage, I would say that Sitar did the best stage and vocals.
Yeah, and then she had because they were like, "Oh, you're the woman that rode the bicycle." She's like, "Yeah, I did ride the bicycle." I think the very beginning of the season.
Yeah, yeah.
Why don't I remember that? It's weird.
What, how did you feel about Jessica's stage, Dangerous Woman?
It was cute. It was but not everyone's meant to sing Ariana. I think she was trying to make up for it with the dance. I don't know if she chose the song. I feel that there's Ariana songs that are more suited for her voice,
For
like
sure.
Honeymoon Avenue. I feel like that would have been a much better appropriate choice for Jessica because Jessica's a lighter voice, and in that song, Dangerous Woman, I mean, Ariana's growling, you know,
Yeah,
and Jessica has that like that princessy
exactly.
light voice. And I feel like she wanted to do something. I think Jessica's like, oh, I can technically sing well, so this is good for me and I'll dance. But I think if she did, in my opinion, she did Honeymoon Avenue because I feel like that's right up Jessica's alley. All the riffs, all the runs, all the high notes, she would have been able to execute perfectly, and it would have probably suited China's taste more because I think they like that soft, sweet. I mean, they also like woman, but I feel like that would have been a more endearing moment, and she could have matched the other two girls. Like she did an English song, but she could have done an English song that matched the other two ballads.
Yeah. Remember at the beginning of the podcast when I was like, oh, all of Jessica's stages will be the best, and I don't care to admit that. I feel like my rose tinted glasses are off now because I'm just like, that was just not a good stage. Like performance wise, like dancing and like the Jessica in the background and all the lights and stuff, like that was nice. And the chair dance was nice. But I feel like when it comes to the song, her voice
This
just
wrong
didn't
choice.
work with that song. It just wasn't a
Yeah.
good choice.
Yeah. There's Ariana songs she can sing, and that just wasn't one of them. She
Yeah.
needed to be the one for Ariana's airy and up there, because then Jessica didn't have to work that hard. But I feel like when
Yes.
Ariana's in that lower register and growling, Jessica doesn't have that, unfortunately.
Yeah. And I didn't really realize till halfway through the performance, and I was like, this just doesn't sound right because like her voice just doesn't match the vibe of that song.
This is shady, but you know which Girls' Generation member would have been able to sing that song properly? Tiffany.
I knew you were going to say that, and I was thinking the same thing. But you know what? Tiffany did cover an Ariana Grande song. She covered The Way, and it was great.
Because I feel like Jessica and Tiffany are on different ends of the spectrum. Like, if it was, well, Tiffany could have done Honeymoon Avenue justice, but Jessica would have had that airy sound that, I think Jessica just kind of owned. Mm-hmm. But that you got, you can hear Tiffany singing it. Like,
yeah.
And I can hear Tiffany's like signature, her little notes. She has this particular way of how she does her little ad libs.
Yeah.
I was off topic. I was in a gym and Stay from TTS was on, and I was like, ooh, I missed this song.
Oh, you meant on your playlist?
Yes.
I was thinking the gym played that song. I was like, oh, okay.
No, they played twice once. I was like, huh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I was thinking, I said Tiffany would have bodied that.
Mm-hmm. We're basically on the same page with that. Like, I think that was the first time that I was like, Jessica, this performance is actually like, this is not it. This is not it. She heavily relied on the effects and then the dance and that.
But I was actually commenting on that. I was like, she had time to film 3D, projections of herself. We just did the same thing.
That's that shrug. That's like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I was entertained, but I knew she could have done. Like, it was a song choice. It was just a song choice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but maybe from the list of what they had, like the rights to,
she just had to pick that one.
Yeah. She's like,
So
I'm no more Chinese songs.
I don't blame her, honestly. She's done enough. I think she's done enough. She's done
Oh
more than
yeah.
shouting, which is enough.
Now
Let me stop.
they got shouting singing Japanese. I said, oh, she's working.
Good for her. So the final ranking at the end, Cyndi's team was first, and then Sitar's team second, Jessica's team last. How do you feel
Yeah.
about that?
I mean, I think Cyndi's the hometown hero. And Sitar's kind of like, you know, that voice. And the fact that Jessica's doing as well as she did as a foreigner is still very commendable. Because you have to remember, no, I mean, let's be real. Each Asian country kind of is xenophobic to the other, unfortunately. So the fact that Jessica is being well received is still a marvel. She's definitely the Nene, the Nene of this show, except more likable.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So I
I
think
saw that. Oh, go sorry.
I was just gonna say I think they confirmed that the final lineup will have 10 members now. I think they added one more seat.
In a rows.
Yeah, so I feel like pretty much everyone that I like has a good chance of getting in. And if they don't, it's because they signed a contract that says, hey, I don't actually want to debut. I just want to be here as long as possible.
Oh, they did?
No, I'm just making stuff up because I feel like once you have a good enough footing in the industry, if you go on shows like this, you don't actually want to win. You just want to go for the publicity, you know?
Man, for all that, they could have just been like the champions.
True.
I understand why those ladies were there. Can I fry up that one lady with the black wig?
You hate her. You hate her. But you know what? I'm glad if you had to hate one, I'm glad it's her and that you're starting to like Ningjing a little bit.
So I was like, girl, that's a wig. I mean, I get it. Wigs are things that no, I mean to say, hair augmentation I have no issue with. My problem is when you just take it out and plop it on. And I'm just like, you couldn't have done anything to it. You just said
you always do that.
like,
sometimes you gotta do that. Listen, I might have done that myself a few times.
But you give it to level. You give it two. You give it like maybe. Oh. she said, yes, it came in. All right, I'm head on the stage. I'm like, not even some hairspray to get the sheen off. I'm like, ma'am. As soon as she came on the thing, I said, that's a wig. I don't have a problem with the wigs. Like, the blonde one was wearing a wig last week. I didn't have an issue with that. I'm like, oh, I said, that's a nice wig. Mm-hmm. This one was a wig.
Wig.
I was like, no, ma'am, come on now. Come on. We can do better.
She can afford better.
I said, all that money, you couldn't have got something. She said, foundation in part. No, I'm good. I'm just going to go outside real quick.
But they don't have to perform, so I can really see her saying, oh, okay, it's time for this part of my schedule.
No, that's the run errands wig.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to CVS to get a few things real quick wig. That's my prescription's at Walgreens. Let me step out for a hot second.
You better leave her alone.
I don't know why that wig disturbed my spirit. But I had to talk about that. Ooh, sorry. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to the finale. Pretty much everyone that's left, I like. And as long as like Kelly debuts, because I think besides Jessica, she's for sure like my top pick. So I'm just like, as long as Kelly gets in the group. And I know that they like her because she is in those advertisements now.
That's a clear indicator.
Yeah. Once you start seeing them in the ads, it's like, oh, okay, that's the person that you guys want to debut. We see.
I got what I wanted. Rose in the finale.
Yeah. And you know what? I think that she wanted that towards the end too.
I think she's like, okay. She wanted to go home last week because they said, Rose, stay. But I think she's like, let me finish this program out.
Yeah, she said, I'm already here, so let me just... I appreciate that she seems like she's really giving it her all. Even though like halfway through the program, she seemed like she was over it. she's still like giving.
But she still did the performance, so I can't complain. It's not like she was phoning it in like that half. Like, well, not she's a quarter white or half white. That Lelouch guy from Jung, who was like, "Please do not vote for me. I want to go home." And then they put him in the top 11, the debut lineup. Nonsense.
Well, I think that's all.
Yeah.
We only have one more episode, I think. The finale, which I might be watching it live and I might be live tweeting.
Oh. Whoa, whoa. I don't know why I keep singing the theme song because Rose was singing it. They're all singing it in the house.
Yeah.
This show is wild.
Yeah.
I think it got better when I accepted that I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. We're just along for the ride.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to take a good break until Mnet tries to make some nonsense. The look down.
Next Girls Planet, if we get one, or the next Produce Zero, if we get one.
You know they're going to do another one because Kepler's contract going to end. These boys going to do Boys Planet, and we're going to be salty as heck because they're going to have
11 members.
7-year contract, 11 members. Planet Pass 12 member. That's what they should have done for Girls Planet. They should have had a Planet Pass where the masters. They should have brought
kind of accepting that one member for sure is rigged in, but I think it would have been fine if it was like. It was Wang Cho. No, just be like JYP. How Momo got eliminated, and then
that's what I'm saying. The Planet Pass, you bring anyone back, even if they're eliminated.
Yeah, and it should have been Ruan.
Yeah, the behind the scenes. Ooh, Ruan would have ate up in mass. She would have ate that whole part up.
Yeah,
I can see her copy and paste, touch and push. But no, let's be honest. Ruan would have had
But I think we finished this podcast.
We sure did. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you guys so much. Tell us what you think for this episode. Tell us if you like the results, who you're looking forward to seeing in the final lineup. We're getting so close. Who are you happy to see in the finale? Who did you not expect to be in the finale? And if you could bring back one contestant to the finale, free ride, who would it be and why? All right. Talk to you guys later. Love y'all. Bye.